We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello dear students, welcome to the new unit of your basic physics, that is the mostly related to your magnetic field. Now the title of this article which we are going to study in this particular video is Introduction to Magnetic Parameters and Characteristic of Magnetic Field Lines. While going through the detail of this particular unit, first of all we will discuss a well-known experiment which you may have, or I am sure that you all have performed in your childhood times, that by using a magnet when you place a magnet near the metal, you will find some attractive forces acting towards the metal side, towards the magnet. So what are the characteristics of this magnet, or what are the properties that particular magnetic material has obeyed? So in order to analyze, we have to be aware for magnetic parameters. Like there are some different magnetic parameters which will go into detail in this particular article, but first of all we will recall the experiment of magnet and metal attraction. So suppose I have a metal at this place, okay, and I put a magnet at this place. So is there any chance for this magnet to attract towards this metal? No. Why? Because of this much distance. But when I place the metal over here and the magnet over here, okay, so due to the smaller distance, the magnet will attract towards the metal. So the number of factors which are affecting the magnetic properties of that particular magnet to attract towards the metal, now we are going to discuss it. And the major factor is magnetic field, that is due to the magnetic field lines are surpassed to some particular area and the effect of magnet is restricted to certain area known as the magnetic field. We will go into the detail by understanding each and every parameters. So why this particular video is important for you? See, as you remember that GTU's question paper has the first question of 14 marks SQ, okay, in which some definition, some units, some fill in the blanks type question can be asked. So this particular unit has a number of definitions which we have to understood first in order to initiate the detailed explanation of the magnetic parameters. So we will start this article with magnetic field intensity. So what is magnetic field intensity? We have been aware with the magnetic field from our childhood experiment. It is the vector sum of all the forces. See, vector sum of all the forces. Force is a vector quantity, okay, according to Newton's second law of motion. Force is a vector quantity exerted by magnetic field on a unit mass or unit charge or unit magnetic pole. What do you mean by magnetic pole? Any magnet has 2 poles, north pole and south pole, okay, and the magnetic field is working from north pole to south pole. So magnetic field intensity is the vector sum of all the forces exerted by magnetic field on a unit mass or unit charge or unit magnetic pole at a given point in the field. Now Here we are talking in terms of magnetic field. Then why these charges or mass term have been introduced? This should be the question which has been illuminated in your mind. Okay, so if you are considering only magnet itself is a worthless, we can say, material. Okay, but when you consider the magnet with some metal, then it is quite worthful. So in the metal exhibiting certain mass which we have considered as unit mass, and metal is a conducting property, so we have to consider the unit charge. So magnetic field intensity is defined by this particular statement. Another important parameter which we are going to study is the magnetic flux. In the electric property we have seen the electric flux. So quite similar to that, the magnetic flux is nothing but the total number of magnetic field lines passing through a given closed surface. Suppose this area is my closed surface and I have applied external magnetic field over it, then the number of magnetic field lines, because the magnetic field lines are restricted to certain area, and hence the number of magnetic field lines passing through a particular closed surface is your magnetic flux. It is defined by a symbol phi. Next we are going to see the term is the magnetic permeability. So in electromagnetism, where we are considering the combination of electric field as well as the magnetic field, so magnetic permeability is the measure of the resistance of a material against the formation of a magnetic field. So this magnetic permeability restrict the material to form the magnetic field inside it. That means the number of magnetic field lines passing through that closed surface will be restricted or will be reduced, and hence this particular parameter is a resistive property of the magnetic field. The next is magnetic susceptibility. So as the word suggests, the susceptibility, number one characteristic of this property, it is a dimensional proportionality constant which indicates the degree of magnetization of a material in response to an applied magnetic field. The permeability and susceptibility are two different phenomena. Okay, the permeability restricts the magnetic field and susceptibility is the amount of how much magnetic field is secured or stored by that particular material. So it is the amount of degree of magnetization, like we have considered the degree of polarization and so on. So this is the degree of magnetization, which means how much magnetic field has been affected towards the given material. So that is magnetic susceptibility, and symbolically it is represented by chi symbol. The last and very important parameter without which the magnetic field is worthless, and it is your magnetization. In classical electromagnetism, magnetization or magnetic polarization, so this is the magnetization current, which is the vector field that expresses the density of permanent or induced magnetic dipole moments in a magnetic material. So the dipole moments means what? When a particular material, in absence of the magnetic field, still exhibited some amount of magnetic effect inside it, is known as magnetic dipole moment. And we will see in our upcoming lecture the different kinds of magnetic materials like diamagnet, paramagnet, ferromagnet, and these materials are classified in three various categories: in view of their magnetic dipole moment only. So this is very important factor, magnetic dipole moment. Now we have seen particular area of magnetic field, then and here again we are going to classify the effect of magnetic field lines. What are the characteristic properties of magnetic field lines? So first of all, let me explain this figure. Figure shows a bar magnet displaying two poles, north pole and south pole. See, electric field and magnetic field are quite correlated. Electric field has similarly two poles like positive pole, negative pole, which you can be termed as hole and electrons. So here again magnetic field can be termed as north pole and south pole, and you can see the direction of the field lines. These are the direction of the field lines. The arrows are displaying that the magnetic field is acting from north pole to south pole in all three figures. So number one, the main properties of magnetic field line is the direction of the magnetic field is tangent to the field at any point in a space. Okay, it will be a tangent, that means in a perpendicular form. A small compass will point in the direction of the field line. So most of the time you are using the compass will always give you only one direction, and that is the north direction, according to which you can analyze the east, west and south direction for your area of interest. Number two, the strength of the field is proportional to the closeness of the lines, means how much lines are closer. If the lines are closer, there will be a strong magnetic field, and if the gap between two successive magnetic field lines is higher, then you can say the magnetic field is weak. It is exactly proportional to the number of lines per unit area perpendicular to the lines, which is termed as areal density. Okay. Furthermore, magnetic field lines never cross each other, meaning that the field is unique at any point in space. If you are maintaining the uniform magnetic field, then there is no chance for an interaction between two magnetic field lines. The fourth, which is very important phenomenon, that magnetic field lines are continuous, forming closed loop without beginning or end. They go from the north pole to south pole, as you can see either in this particular closed path or in this top surfaces are available, and here the internal directions are also displayed. So what we have learned from this article is now we all are being introduced with the basic concepts of magnetic field. Various parameters or factors which are affecting the magnetic field has also been introduced, and the most important parameter, which is the directionality of magnetic field lines and the characteristics of magnetic field, has also explained in this particular video. So be ready for 1 mark SQ definition for the previously discussed one from any one of this, or you have to be prepared for 3 or 4 marks question for this directionality concept of magnetic field in view of your GTU examination. So I hope that this particular video has now gained your skills in the magnetic field concept, and it will be helpful for your basic physics course. If you have any doubt, you can post your queries in the comment section. So thanks for visiting this lecture.